I'm getting back into endurance riding. So when I first got Willow in 2016, she was 5 years old, and we first started riding by doing endurance rides. The lady who had taught me and who bred Willow did endurance. We kind of just followed along in their training and ended up doing quite a few 40 kilometers, and we did our 3 80-kilometer rides, which after you've done 3, you can apply to have your horse as an endurance horse, like a registered endurance horse. I never got around to it, but we did the 3 rides and she completed them, we did them, and then I think we just fell off the wagon a little bit with endurance riding and training and all that, but I loved it. Willow was great at it. Like, we're never going to win or anything, like that's not what the goal was never to win, it was just to literally complete it and explore new bits of the bush and whatnots and stuff. It's only been a few years since we last did our endurance ride. Well, actually, technically last year I did 20k on Willow. And so for the longest time, I have dreamt about doing the Shahzada ride. So in Australia, the Shahzada ride is 3 days of 80 kilometers. It's down just past, actually, I think it's just west of Sydney, St Albans. But they do a Mini Shahzada as well, which is 3 days of 40 kilometers. So I am going to set a goal. It's at the end of August, and I would love for Willow and I to do it. So like I said, like this has been a dream of mine for so long, and then the year that I was like, okay, finally I'm going to do it, was the year that I got cancer and I got sick, so I couldn't do it. And then the following, like, I don't know, maybe 3 years after, COVID. So it was cancelled every time, and last year I think was the first year that they held it again. And so this year I want to do it. I'm currently training myself for a high rocks competition, which is you run 8 kilometers, and between each kilometer is a set workout. I'm doing it with my best friend. We do it as a doubles. We split the workouts. I'm currently training for that, so my training load is quite heavy at the moment, but I want to add to it because I want Willow to be really fit too, and I want us to be able to comfortably do it, so I will build her up. So from my high rocks competition, I wasn't a runner before this, and I've only done 1 comp so far. That was my first time running. Like, I'm not a runner. So we're building from that, and so my education around running and building fitness and VO2 max has grown significantly, and I want to introduce that to Willow for the Shahzada as well. So let's see how we go. I think I'm going to do it in like 3 phases. We have like, so what are we? We're in April, May, June, July, August. So we have like 4 months to build for this, and I'm going to build her up slowly. I want to do it right. So last time when I was doing endurance, I basically just rode. I didn't feed her the right nutrition because I was still learning, and I learned a lot. She got really like way too skinny. So she was like a marathon runner where she was all sinewy and really, really lean. And honestly, this time around, I never want her to get to that stage. That was just my lack of knowledge. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know how to fuel her properly, and I was just going out and riding her and doing big training rides and then going and competing endurance rides. So this time around, I want to do it right. I want her nutrition, I want her exercise, and I want all these little tips and helpful bits in between, like electrolytes and making sure she's getting all the things she needs to build her up, and like a regular saddle fitting. I want to make sure that all my gear works. So yeah, this time around I'm going to do it correctly. I want to build her up, and when we get towards it, like if something comes up along the way and we can't do it, that's totally fine, but it's nice to have a goal, and I really want to work towards it because it'd be so much fun, and to tick another thing off the list of something that I've really wanted to do for a very long time. So I'm going to do weekly updates on what our training schedule has been like, because amongst all this, so my training, Willow's training, I'm also starting Oakley, who is my 4.5-year-old horse. So there's a lot going on, and I've made a schedule. So I work from home, so I'm trying to make sure that I get my gym time, I get my Willow time, get my Oakley time, and I do my work as well. So I'm kind of trying to alternate. I'll do Willow one day, Oakley the next, and then maybe on the weekend I'll take them both out at once. So yeah, let's see how this goes.